Hello everybody, Mighty Benaya back with the March Chatters map. Last I left off, I was being invaded, I believe, from the north by Greenland and North Canada. So in the past couple of days, Greenland and North Canada launched a massive invasion force. They had two battleships come up, and they landed about 400 troops, and I was able to batter them off. You can see all of the artillery shells that have landed. There's also some here landing in Tromsø. And why does this... Okay, so this is an issue that I found. I'm going to address this here. I was not going to address this here. This wasn't the plan. But since it's here, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. For some reason, in the current update, whenever something is damaged and it is trying to complete, it will not complete. It just sits at 0. So you have to X out of it, cancel construction, and then it shows you how damaged it is. So I would have to restart the level 1 fort, which I may do eventually, but you have to cancel the construction in order for it to take effect. I will probably have to do the same thing here in order to reconstruct. If you will remember, I had a harbor, I had a railroad, and I had a almost level 3 factory, and I was building a submarine here before it was taken, and I took it back. And this is what all of that artillery will do. It just destroys your ability to produce things. My submarines were able to damage the 2 battleships, but they were not able to defeat them just due to some timing issues. But they are heavily damaged down here, or over here. They're at about 50% health, so 3 or 4 submarines should be able to take 2 of them out. There is one additional battleship here. That is another Greenland battleship. So Greenland has been pumping out the battleships, and there's a little bit of a sneak peek at what's going on right now, but we'll get to that later. But I was able to push and eliminate a large majority of North Canada's army. So North Canada was the one that landed. Let's go to myself so we can see. So North Canada, between that fight, which it was pretty much just that fight, he lost 560 units, and I lost 301. So it was a very, very large battle. And I think we had some interaction before that, so it wasn't quite that many, but it was very close to that many troops that were lost. And then Greenland continued to bombard me. So I have a lot more losses with Greenland, but it's because he has been bombarding me with those battleships, and I haven't been able to fight against that properly. But between Greenland and North Canada, most of their troops are gone. In fact, let's look back at the newspaper, and then we'll go to all, and we'll go down here to the bottom. We have mightiest armies. So Austria-Hungary is enormous, and with the largest army. I am currently 5th, so I have 8%, we'll say, because we'll round up. Now we'll do the exact 7.59% of the world's army. I have after the giant attack. Greenland has 6.94, so a significant force. He has not quite as many troops as me, but a reasonable force to be reckoned with. I currently have 409 troops, so he probably has about 350 troops left. North Canada is at 2.95%. So that is, if I'm at 400, he is at less than half. So he has probably 175 troops, something like that. I'm not doing the calculate. I'm not using a calculator, but that gives you an idea of how decimated his forces were. And a lot of those troops are here in the ocean. So he does not have a lot of units back home, which is part of the reason that I am sending a balloon over to take a look and see what's going on. I am also generating some balloons up here to take a look at Iceland and Greenland to see what he's got going on, because I anticipate that once his battleships are down, he's going to be very weak. But simultaneous to this giant battle up here in the north that I was involved in, we had Austria-Hungary's battleship move in to guard an advance into the British Isles. So I landed first, and then while I slept, Austria-Hungary advanced and took these two provinces, and we are continuing to push Greenland out, and Greenland and Austria-Hungary, Greenland and North Canada are retreating. They are taking all of their troops out of there as fast as they possibly can because they don't want to lose them. They want to defend their homeland. Additionally, something that has happened is Libya, as we were concerned about, has declared war and is attacking Romania, specifically in the Middle East. Now, we have a significant troop buildup here, and I think that we can hold him off. Obviously, this is going to be a victory for him in the short term, but he has a really big front to address, and that is concerning. We need to watch out. Ooh, he has 2 bombers. Okay, that is something that we'll need to watch out for. That being said, he is moving troops over, but he has a very large front to guard, and we made that agreement. We have not been able to... We've not been given right of way yet, but we did make that agreement with the United States. United States did agree to give us right of way if Libya declares war or attacks us. And we didn't provoke. We were happy to maintain the status quo, but battle has ensued, and so we are going to need to address that. So we are at a crossroads. We have a choice to make, and we haven't made it yet. So I don't know exactly what the result in this is going to be. We could, once we remove Greenland from England, we could press the advantage. We could move to Greenland and North Canada and take out as much as we possibly can and hold in the south. However, given this retreat, it is apparent that if we offer peace, and I don't know that they will accept it, but it's apparent to me that if we offer peace, Greenland and North Canada will accept it, especially once Greenland's battleships are dispatched, which is a tall task, but is a possibility. Once Greenland's battleships are dispatched, they are vulnerable. And so even if they wouldn't do it tomorrow, if we're able to dispatch their battleships, which can be quickly, I think that they will accept peace. So we could press the advantage, or we could make peace and eliminate the treacherous Libya. Either way, I think we're in a good position to win this match. However, I don't know what the best answer is. Currently, Libya is second place in points, and as we looked before, he is second place in mightiest army. It's a distant second, but he is second place. So my concern is, given that he has been given a lot of time to build forces, I think that we need to probably, as much as I want to continue this fight with Greenland and North Canada, I think we need to make peace and eliminate the threat in the south. Had they, and this is in retrospect, right? Had Libya made the advance simultaneous to the big landing I would have been concerned. We were able to land in England because after they made that landing, we knew that I was going to be fine, but we were able to have the battleships move up to take England. Had Canada and Greenland made their move simultaneous to Libya making a big move, we would have been in trouble. But as it stands right now, we are winning. So timing is everything, and I think that Libya made a really big mistake here. Had Libya coordinated with the other two, I don't know what would have happened. We could have been in trouble. We might have survived because I did pretty much address that landing by myself, but we would not have been able to make any advances in the north, and Greenland and North Canada would have been able to push back, right? They would have been able to build up here and send more troops and do another invasion, because Austria-Hungary would have needed to deal with Libya. As it stands, I don't think Libya is going to make any significant progress. He is going to be a tough fight for Romania, but because he has to guard this entire area, his army is going to be limited in its abilities. So we'll see what happens. That's kind of where we're standing right now. We have not decided where we are going to go. But I'm confident that we have this game well in hand. Obviously there's going to be some nuisances. There's a cruiser here that needs to be eliminated. There's a battleship over here and 2 battleships up here. But this battleship is slow. It currently has a speed of 28, which is faster than I thought that it would be. Maybe it's on forced march. It was at 17 earlier, but even still, I guess it's now over half health, so it's at full speed. But even still, we can catch up with this trio of submarines, add with an additional submarine here that should be able to eliminate 2 battleships or very severely damage them, take them out of the fight for a long time. I am not concerned about Greenland at this point. I'm not concerned about North Canada. And I'm not concerned about Libya taking over and doing serious damage. I am concerned about them, making advances, and, they could theoretically take the Romanian capital because he moved it to Ottomans, but I don't think that is a large possibility. I think that is unlikely. That is a really big mistake, Libya. That's a stupid move. Why is this a stupid move? So, can he see what that is? Okay, so he's got 2 bombers against 3 cruisers. 2 bombers is going to be against naval 30 power, so 60 power. So 73 power, right, against naval, because I think these are 5 versus naval and 5 versus normal. Okay, so 73 power. Cruisers are good against airplanes. They're good against, effective against air. So they have 10 versus all. So it's 30. So he will destroy these, but he'll severely damage his bombers. And cruisers are so much cheaper than bombers. That's a mistake. That's a big mistake, Libya. Don't use your bombers there. You need to find this sub and sink it. But that's a mistake. He does have a balloon there, so he might be able to see what's going on. But I don't think so. I'm not sure if he can see that that's in the fog of war or not. Either way, it'll be interesting to see how this game progresses. Let me know if you have any comments. Obviously, do all the things, like, subscribe, so that you can see more videos. Soli Deo Gloria, and I'll see you next time.